This is Class A Carrie, and welcome to Part 3, the test portion of the Tiny John Incinerating Toilet Setup, Installation, and Test. So today I had my new ribbon cable come in. You can see the new one is a lot longer than the old one, so we have plenty of cable to go in there. And if you recall, you can see the damage there in the old cable. And of course the new cable is all nice and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and install it in the Tiny John and then get the test going. Okay, we're about to begin the test. So to recap, the ventilation system I have set up is just a temporary means of ventilation because I'm in the wide outdoors. There shouldn't be a problem of carbon monoxide poisoning. Then we want to make sure that power is hooked up to the battery where appropriate. Then we want to make sure that our propane supply is hooked up and ready, and it is. We have the special donations from the cats ready to go, and some plain water to simulate liquid. Let's go up to the Tiny John. I'm going to turn on main power. The lights light up. Might be a little difficult to see there, but it says 2.5. We're going to press the power button again. Now it says ready. First thing we're going to do before each and every use is to put a wax paper liner in. As I mentioned before, you can use the ones purchased from Tiny John, or you can make your own and save some money. You must use the paper liner each and every time you use the Tiny John, liquid or solid. Now, people's waste mileage is going to differ person by person. I decided to get a good, healthy amount of donations from the cats. Thank you, Winky, Perry, and Oops. Well, we're going to go ahead and add them in. If I were to make my own, I'd probably make the paper liner a lot bigger than what it is. But that's just me. Alright. Now, I'm going to simulate we're going to go number 1. Again, people's mileage varies. Oh, we'll make sure we put a good amount in there for our first time around. Now, after you go, you must close the lid. Now we go to the control panel. We have power, progress, urine, waste, and rinse. Now, we did both waste and urine, so there's no need to press the urine. We're going to go ahead and press waste because that will cover both. Once we press the waste button, all the contents that are inside that paper liner are going to drop down into the burn chamber and start the burn cycle. We should hear shortly thereafter the exhaust fan kick on. So here we go. Igniting. can see the orange LED lit up on the progress panel. Now it says it is burning. The Tiny John is working. When you press the waste cycle, it takes approximately 50 minutes to burn the waste and the liquid combined. Going around to the back, you can kind of tell the exhaust is going. We're in a very, very well ventilated outdoors, although I don't want to get too close, just to be on the safe side. And as you can tell, the Tiny John is not loud in the least. What you hear is the extent of all the noise that is going to be happening. Now we wait. I'm standing fairly close to the back of the Tiny John, and I do not smell any type of foul odor coming from the exhaust. I opted to purchase an add-on to my Tiny John when I ordered it for an optional catalytic converter. And the catalytic converter does cut down on the odors one smells. Almost 50 minutes have passed by, and the Tiny John has kicked into the cooling mode. So it is done burning, and it is now cooling down. So the cycle is just about complete. It's been approximately 50 minutes, and the Tiny John cycle is now done. You can see it says ready, and the progress is lit green in the middle, and the power is on. So the Tiny John technically is ready to use again. Lift up the lid, and there is absolutely nothing in there. I feel absolutely no heat. Not even warm to the touch. Very, very, very safe. The exhaust fan is still running. The back. Now, the Tiny John instruction manual recommends, in order to take out the ashes, I'd like to see how much ashes our little experiment brought, but it said to wait at least 4 hours. 4 to 5 hours before we open up the bottom, take and check.